What's up, guys? What's up? Sorry, Katy Perry. You can't not dance to that, right? Damn, son. Today, in the spirit of Katy Perry, we're gonna do a Katy Perry review. We're gonna review all of the Katy Perry monsters: the fire Katy Perry, the water Katy Perry, the wind Katy Perry, which is really strong, especially against like giants. The light Katy Perry and the dark Katy Perry. So she's quite a versatile monster. She works good with different rune combinations. No, we're gonna do Succubus. Damn it, you thought there's no Katy Perry monster. What's wrong with you? There should be, though. Be a hot monster. Be a hot monster. I would be totally down for getting 5 of those. It'd be so many. I would buy so many light dark scrolls. You have no idea. You have no idea. So let's do this Succubus. I got some notes. That I've been taking. Because I only have I personally have the fire one, the light one, which we a lot of you got from the secret dungeon, the light one, and I also have the wind one. And the wind one I was super excited about, and I feel like my expectations she didn't live up to my expectations. So kind of disappointed at that. But let's do a review for the Succubus. In general, let's start with the Katy Perry one. No, let's start with the Akia. So I do have the. Where is she? She's somewhere. Oh, she's up here somewhere. I do have the fire one, as you can see, but I don't have IKEA and her Swedish furniture. I'm just kidding. I have IKEA. For this lamp that you can't see because it's right behind the camera is from IKEA. Imagine that. Not IKEA. And for all of those of you, which is 3/4 of my viewers that don't live in America, IKEA is a furniture store. And it's really cheap. So there. Actually, I used to get a lot of stuff from IKEA. Anyway, that's besides the point. Too much talking, not enough vampiring, succubusing. Not enough succubusing, because that's a word. Dreamy Invitation, first skill, attacks with a bat and puts the enemy to sleep for 1 turn. With a 50% chance, recover the attack gauge by 50% if the enemy falls asleep. I actually like that first skill. I do. Yes, it's a 50% chance, which is good enough in my opinion. I would like it to be stun or freeze, because sleep is not as powerful as stun or freeze. But the nice thing is that if you recover if you actually put the enemy to sleep, which is a 1 in 2 chance, 50% chance, then you can recover your attack gauge. Lovely. Very much like it. So that is a good first skill. I like that first skill. Second skill, Twisted Joy. The lower the enemy's HP. This is what happens like if you're having sex and then the girl's like starts spinning around like a dreidel or whatever, or just spinning around like crazy. Twisted Joy. And then you have to go to the hospital. No, Twisted Joy is the lower the enemy's HP, the more damage you deal. Potentially good. It's similar to the fire. Similar, not exactly the same, to the Fire Grim Reaper, which his second skill, it's an AoE though. It'll do critical damage if your enemy's HP is below 30%. Then with this one, you also recover 30% of the damage you've inflicted to the enemy as HP. Could be good. Could combo with vampire runes, maybe to just heal and heal and heal and heal and heal. Possibly. It's only one. It's a single target though, and I love the AOE's. I love the AOE's. Brutal End attacks all enemies with a swirling fire hurricane and disturbs the enemy's HP recovery for 2 turns. This could potentially be good for tanky, for tanky heal teams. So quite good for tanky heal teams. this is one of those depends on who you're facing monsters. She's not bad. She's above average. Above average. What is her leader skill? Increases the accuracy of ally monsters in the arena by 40%. So could be nice nice combo for this. I know that I say a lot that you don't want crit rate on 4 unless like if you're doing like Rage Blade. When you're later levels, you want the crit damage percentage as your 4 slot. So, and you'll normally, if you're doing a Rage Blade monster, you'll have crit rate percentage as high as possible. Sometimes it's less likely that you have high accuracy for monsters that I think you would want to combo with this. There's, like for example, if you have like the if you have a Water Sylph and you have him runed for either I've seen Despair Focus, I've seen Swift Focus for the Water Sylph. I've seen some other ones, but Despair Focus and Swift Focus are normally for him. But I mean, like you would have that accuracy pretty high already. You'd have probably accuracy on 6. Well, you definitely have accuracy on Swift with either of those combinations. But sometimes you have different teams that don't have accuracy so high. This could in certain situations this could come into play. So it's not always going to be used, but sometimes it combos well, the leader skill. Above average. Wouldn't say she's amazing, but she's above average, right? Right. Oh, let's go over her the way she's normally. No, that's a different monster. What the shit? So let's go over how she's runed in top players. Let's see. Where is she? Why can't I find her? Because I have to look all the way down there. Okay, so Despair Blade, attack, attack, attack. Despair Blade. They're banking on the brutal end. That's why she's Despair. Twisted Joys. I don't know if I agree with Despair Blade. When I do Despair, I'm gonna do Despair Focus, and I want the monster that I'm using Despair for to have. I would agree with the attack percentage on 2, 4, and 6. I definitely would. But if I'm gonna use Despair, I want them to have 2 AoEs. That's really how I feel about the Despair runes, and then I want to have accuracy percentage on 6. So, but again, you don't see this girl in a lot of top level players. So I don't think that they're necessarily using her that much. I think maybe they're like, oh well, I have her. She's already 6-star from when I started the game, like when I was like lower levels. She was like one of my first 6-stars, maybe. I'm saying what they would say, and then they happen to, so they're not going to feed her to someone else. She's already 6-star. They may as well use her. So they're like, oh, you know what? I have accuracy percentage on 2, 4, 6. I'll ruin her Despair Blade. But the accuracy percentage on 2, 4, and 6, and the Blade runes, I do agree with. I do agree with that. I do. Then the. Yeah, I said her leader skill. So her leader skill is actually different from the Water Succubus. The Water Succubus, we'll get to that in a second. Calm down. Dreamy Invitation. We went over that, of course. Plus, look, she's got little blue stuff coming out of her. She's got blue light coming out of her vagina. She's got a blue flashlight in her vagina, which is shining blue light onto the ground. And let me tell you, I love girls that have flashlights in their vaginas. Maybe it's just me, but I love that. I love it when girls do that. So sexy. Strike of Rejection. Also, this is what happens when I hit on girls with blue flashlights coming out of their vaginas. I get the Strike of Rejection. Slaps the enemy in the face and disturbs their HP recovery for 2 turns. Inflicts critical damage if the enemy is sleeping. So this combos with the first one. Slaps the enemy in the face and disturbs their HP recovery for 2 turns. Crit damage if the enemy is sleeping. Usually you want to combo the other way, because usually you want to use your 3rd skill first. It's the most powerful one. She would have to have good speed to be able to do the slap first, do the Dreamy Invitation first, and then do the Strike of Rejection before the enemy has a second turn. Don't love this. Don't love this. It combos, in my opinion, in the wrong way, because you really always want to use your third skill. In most situations, you want to use your third skill first. Not in every situation, but like 90% of the time, you want to use your third skill first. Parting Gift attacks the enemy 4 times with multiple bats and recovers HP by 50% of the inflicted damage. Nice that it attacks them 4 times, multiple bats, and recovers HP by 50%. That's a tremendous amount of HP. Especially since she's an attack monster. This is really, really nice. If you ruined her vampire, you would potentially just be double healing. Aside from the first and second skills. So maybe vampire's not the way to go for her. What is... Oh, and the attack. The leader skill. My apologies. Increases the attack speed of ally monsters in the arena by 24%. This is a very, very good leader skill. This beats out 2 of the common sylphs in their leader skills, which are very common in the arena. So the Wind Sylph is... The Wind Sylph is 24%, so it's the same as her, the same as the Azaria, the Water Succubus. The Fire and Water Sylphs are 19% speed increase. And when you're going up against speed teams, this could potentially be pretty good. It's the attack speed of all ally monsters. I think maybe if you have the Water Ninja, then she might not be as useful, because he could potentially combo with your Megan, and then she will use her third skill to buff up the attack bars of all the other monsters and the attack and defense. So I think if you have that, you probably don't need her. But she's not that bad. If this is the only attack speed buff that you have for your ally monsters in the arena, then don't give her away, because that's actually not bad. What? Oh, listening to Psy. Oppa Gangnam Style. It's not Gangnam Style anyway. But yeah, derailed. But yeah, no, it's a good leader skill. But I think that's where she shines more than anything else. How is she normally ruined? Let's find out. Despair Focus, attack, crit rate, attack, accuracy, substats. Despair Focus. I wouldn't Despair Focus on her. I would say, like, attack percentage on 2, 4, and 6, yeah, she's an attack monster, but Despair Focus is not how she should be ruined, in my opinion. No. Nope. I have to disagree. Maybe they just had good Despair runes on 2, and they had, like, with attack percentage on 2, 4, and 6. So could potentially be good with crit damage on 4, even though it doesn't say that in my notes. I think that she could be good with crit damage on 4. The combo potential there could be nice. And then, of course, you could just crit and recover yourself. So maybe Rage Blade, Fatal Blade, I think is what I would do. Right. Now we go on to the Wind Succubus. The Wind Succubus. Selena. Now I have this one unawakened, but I do have her 5 stars max level. I was trying to use her. I didn't awaken her yet, so I wanted to check out some others. I wanted to try her out a little bit more. We do have the Dreamy Invitation, same as the other ones. Strike of Rejection, same as the last one, same as the water one. We have Blooming Nightmare. This one's different. Attacks 5 random targets with a nightmare. Each attack has a 80% chance to inflict continuous damage for 3 turns. Man, 5 random targets. This could be good when you're facing some of the different, the dungeons, the giants and stuff like that. Continuous damage dots is very nice. And that's why I was so excited about her at first. Let's see how she's normally ruined. Violent focus, speed, attack, accuracy, percentage. I do agree with the attack on 4. I do agree with the accuracy percentage on 6. Speed is nice in a lot of situations on 2, so I can't really disagree with that because it's not bad. You want to. The continuous damage dots is really where she shines, but I'm still trying to get mine specifically to utilize that where she really kicks ass. I haven't been able to unlock that potential with her. I think that she still has it somewhere, but in my experience, she hasn't shined where she really should have. So I'm going to keep working with her, and I'm going to potentially do like another Succubus video in the future. But I'm not even done with this one. Don't click off it, you motherfucker. Damn. But yeah, she hasn't been shining as much as she really should. It seems like there's much less than 80% chance to inflict continuous damage. And I know the accuracy plays into that, but I really expected more from her. Like, I'm getting like 1 or 2 dots. And for this is why I like to have monsters before I review them, because it can say one thing, and then who knows what the actual, like, when you're actually playing with the monster, like, how good it truly is, and if it's maybe, like, overrated or underrated, or looks better than, like, looks can be deceiving. Looks can be deceiving. Then we have the leader skill, increases the resistance of ally monsters in the arena by 40%. I can see some instances where this is helpful. It's only the arena and its resistance, so I think that more often than not, if you make this your leader skill for your arena defense, then your opponent is going to say, ooh, you know what, I shouldn't use stun and freeze monsters, I should use more tanky monsters, and you miss out on a more substantial arena defense leader. So, unless, I mean, maybe you could use this when you're doing arena offense, and increase your resistance if you're facing like a freeze and stun team. Possibly. I see potential in her. I just haven't found it personally myself yet. Myselfie. Now the one that everyone has, Aria. Oh, there's a big hotel called the Aria that's like a mile away from me. Literally a mile away from me. It's a nice hotel. Nice hotel. Like a $2 billion hotel or something like that. Some crazy amount. It's super expensive. That's what it costs every day when you stay there. $2 billion. No, I'm just kidding. Strike of Rejection, which we saw. So we saw the Dreamy Invitation, Strike of Rejection, Curse of the White Knight. Reduces the attack speed of all enemies with Diluting Ray of Light for 2 turns and increases the enemy's chances of landing a glancing hit. Not super psyched about the increase of them landing a glancing hit, but I do like reducing the attack speed of all enemies. So how is she normally runed? Let's find out. Violent Revenge. That's weird. We didn't see that yet. Damn. Well, let's get into that. Shiav. I do like that. She's runed Violent Revenge with speed on 2, attack percentage on 4, and HP percentage on 6. I think that's just because they had good runes. Attack and HP percentage comboed is really like when you say like, okay, when you see a monster that's runed with attack percentage and HP percentage and maybe speed percentage, that means it's an overall decent monster, but it's not like really focused on like the Fire Archangel is really good with defense, and the Wind Living Armor is really good for defense. Lucian is really good for offense. Passes through the defense, so he's really good with like Fatal Blade, Rage Blade, stuff like that. Like the Wind Warbear is really good with energy because he maximizes based on his HP. But things like this is like kind of like question mark. Like it's less cut and dry as to how you should rune her. So let's see what she was runed. Oh, the leader skill, of course, increased the HP of ally monsters in the arena by 33%. That's not the HP of ally monsters in the arena by 33%. That's not that bad of a leader skill. Pretty good leader skill. There's a lot of other monsters that do the HP of ally monsters in general, in the arena, or in general as well. So I'm surprised to see so many of her being 6-starred. I would not have thought that. I think it's mostly because she's not a common element, and that's why she's beneficial sometimes. Also, her flashlight from her vagina is multicolored, as you can see. So, super cool. So she's got Violent Revenge. Now, Revenge is not runes that we normally see. Let's look at the Revenge runes. Counterattack, 15%. I think they just had good runes for that. I wouldn't say that she's necessarily a counterattack monster. Yeah, where are we? Where were we? We are which I don't think she's necessarily. I think they just had really good runes on her. The one that I saw. I wouldn't say that that's necessarily how she should be ruined. I think she's overrated. I think that she's used because so many people have her, and she gets used a lot. I know we're gonna see a lot more of the Wind Sylphid because everyone had the Wind Sylphid dungeon, but she's actually really good. I do like the Wind Sylphid a lot more than like the Dark Phantom Thief, the Light Succubus, the Fire Imp Champion. I think the Wind Sylphid is very good. So we'll get to her. Don't worry, we'll get to her. We'll get to her. And now for the last one, last but not least, which I don't know too much. No one knows too much about her, actually. Well, I mean, knows about her, yes. But where is she? Oh, there she is. The one with the bangs. Izael. Attacks with the bat. Dreamy Invitation, of course, we've seen that. Twisted Joy, we've seen that as well. Night Hag's Scuttle. What a name. What a name for a skill. Swarm of bats attacks all enemies. AoE, nice. Dealing damage proportionate to their max HP. Good against tanky teams. Having a 75% chance to disturb their HP recovery for 2 turns. This could potentially be good against a tanky arena defense team. Like with archangels and stuff like that will heal your enemies. With archangels that will heal their allies. It is nice. It is nice to have her. Potentially good against something like that. Does damage proportionate to their max HP. So good against tanks. 75% chance to disturb their HP recovery for 2 turns, and it's an AoE. I like this one actually. Against maybe this is the one that I would use the most if I had her, and this is one of the only 2 that I don't have. Awesome. Oh fate, you screwed me again. But yeah, not bad. I do like her. Leader skill increases the defense of ally monsters in the arena by 33%. This is slightly better than the Chloe leader skill. So I think she might not be that bad for arena defense. She's an attack monster. She's not a tanky defense monster. But I think she's actually would be pretty good. I would say I would use her in arena defense. Depending on what you have, but if she's one of your better monsters, then definitely go for it. Pretty good. Her leader skill is pretty good too. So yeah, that's it for the Succubus review. What? Plus she's got blue hair. Damn. It's all like blue mountain lightning Kool-Aid up in that hair. Gotta love them girls with the blue hair. Crazy as shit though. Any girl with blue hair is crazy as shit. And she only has a purple flashlight coming out of her vagina, so crazy blue haired purple vagina light monster. Fantastic. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you really, 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 really like this video, then go and buy 400 pounds of cheese. 400 pounds. Okay? Get a kiddie pool, like a little inflatable pool, and shred all 400 pounds of the cheese into that pool. And then make sure it's a big enough kiddie pool to hold 400 pounds of shredded cheese, though, because that's a lot of shredded cheese. And then go jump in it and swim around in the cheesy kiddie pool. That is what you should do if you really, really like this video. If you can't commit to the cheesy kiddie pool, then you can just like, comment, subscribe on the video and the channel. And I know I'm gonna miss you too. I'm gonna miss you guys too. But I will say goodbye for now, and I will see you guys in the next video.